Malaysia is a beautiful country with unique rainforest ecosystem which have created a comfortable living spaces for human beings and the wild animals. However, in 2019, Malaysia has become one of the worst countries flooded with plastic waste. Based on the study, Malaysians have produced almost 8 million tons of plastic waste into the world oceans almost every year, and most of them are single-use plastic waste. At first, single-use plastic is intended to make people's life more easier because we can bring something in solid form or liquid form to anywhere we want, or we can protect ourselves from harm and dirt during our daily activities. However, the overflow of single-use plastic and the non-biodegradable material of single-use plastic is greatly threatening our living spaces and the environment in Malaysia.
Because why we call it as a single-use plastic is usually because when we use it only for one time, then we will usually everyone will just dispose it. That's why we call it as a single-use. So for the personal opinions, I would asking that usually how we change it from the single-use to a multiple use.
The impact of single-use plastics to the environment have showing signals since a few decades ago. The environmental pollutions, the toxic gases released from single-use plastic will damage human beings' respiratory system, and the wild animals are consuming and living in habitats full of plastic waste, and it also damages our country image. This is the signals that asking us to reduce single-use plastic in order to save our beautiful nature.
Single-use plastic, the main creator or the main contributors for the pollution is actually more to the marines. So why this happen is actually not because of the plastic itself, but it's more to the user behaviors. So if we provide enough educations or provide enough awareness to the persons that we need to throw this thing into the correct place, then I don't think it will become any too big issues. Although yes, the process for recycling or to trace back, it will be a bit harder, but then all of this we actually can start do it from the starting as a user. So in a solid waste management, usually we will mention that we have 3 R. So the first R is actually not recycling, but then all of us having a mistaken understandings. Everything's as long as can be recycled, we say is good. But then we always misunderstanding the meanings of the 3 R's. The first R is reduce, asking us to reduce, to the creation of the solid waste, reduce the creations of the plastic waste. So we first have to reduce it, and then we try to reuse it, then only we go for the recycling. Recycling is not the first main things that we should be considering. For me, yes, this is one of the crucial issues that everyone needs to be confirmed and then also need to be alert actually. But then I think it is more to like how you identify, and then where we should stop it, and then where we should still continue, because there is some things that we can't be replaced. So it is a bit hard for us to totally change our usage towards that, but then some initiative can be taken, and then how to replace it in some way.
Here are some of the suggested alternative resources. We can replace single-use plastic tableware with edible cutlery, and it can reduce the amount of unnecessary plastic waste. Even if it throw away, it can dispose in the nature because of the natural ingredients. Or we can bring our own set of silverware to avoid using single-use plastic tableware. To replace single-use plastic bag, we can bring our own recycled bag or grocery bag to buy daily supplies to avoid creation of single-use plastic waste. Or else, we can join voluntary environment protection organization to clean up our polluted environment.
The main purpose of Trash Hero is, our motto is we clean, we educate, we change. And so our mission is to clean up certain areas, make sure that they stay clean, educate our participants. So everybody that comes on a Trash Hero experience, they learn what can and can't be recycled, and some ideas to take care of this place a little bit better, and then hopefully go home and make some changes in their lifestyle.
They built over the plastic. What the heck? What the heck? Yeah. I don't know, like they built over it. What? So lazy, just built over it. No. Okay. Nice.
I think that plastic is harming nature. We see report after report that certain animals are eating it, and I think that we know now that microplastics in our water system end up in our bodies, and we have reports of that, and we have science and evidence to back that up. So I think that it is harming nature, and it certainly is going to eventually harm us as well.
We feel good cleaning up trash, contributing positive things to the environment, to where we live. So that brings up positive attitude, positive aura, all those kind of things. We'd like for more people to care about the environment, to be aware of what they're doing, to be mindful, basically, to live a mindful life
and act
towards
what
it.
you
Yeah.
can do to make the better environment.
Wow, goodness gracious. First of all, absolutely do not throw out rubbish just sitting at the park, right? These are our public spaces, and we need public spaces to be clean and a good habitat for nature. It's good for our mental health, and it's good for our environment and nature. And the second thing is, yeah, are there items in your life that are absolutely unnecessary? Like, do you have to have a plastic bag every time you go shopping? Do you have to have a straw every time you drink a drink? So are there ways that you can reduce plastics without, making a massive impact in your lifestyle? Or maybe you need to make a massive impact on your lifestyle.
Recyclable bottles and 115 kilos of trash today.